how does growth change as you scale as a business? Because I imagine, $1 million versus $20 million is a very different story.
Mhm,
What's that
mhm.
journey like for you as a leader in a business?
Yeah, man, there's so many aspects to that. One, the numbers are bigger and more exciting and also scarier when you're not hitting them or they're going the wrong direction. And then I think you realize how much more effort sometimes it takes in order to shift this much bigger train that's moving. It's like a aircraft carrier in the water, right? Takes a couple miles to stop or a few miles to turn. You go from being a speedboat, right? Like as a startup that can just turn on a dime, to just this, giant machine that takes a while to move and you're not nearly as nimble, right? And so, um, I think when you can get everyone aligned and make sure that now in this big organization that has more moving parts and more layers of people to communicate to, and if you can get everybody rowing the same direction and make sure you're not overextending yourself and kind of everybody's running in their own direction towards their own goals, you can still move that giant ship really well, right? And you actually have a lot more push and can move a lot faster and farther. But really, I think that's what I took away is it is a lot bigger effort to make that happen across a bigger org. That's for sure. Yeah.
So, bigger effort for one side. Is there anything that gets easier?
Is there anything that gets easier? Yeah, I would say, gosh, I have to think about that one. I think yes. So, when you're in a smaller org, especially a startup, you're wearing all those hats, right? And so I used to liken it to, we're all heads down. You're doing the strategy and management and being an individual contributor, right? In the smaller org a lot of times. And so it sometimes feels like everybody's like swimming together. You're not even in a boat. And then you just have to like pick your head up and figure out where you are and how far you've come. I would say in the bigger org, it's nice. You've all gotten in a boat, and now you're getting to sit in sort of the command center of this aircraft carrier, and you do get to focus more on the strategy, right, and aspects of it, and making sure we're on the right track and things are going the way they should, and without having to jump in the water and actually swim as much. And I think it gives you the ability to dig deeper in certain areas. So hey, these areas are covered, whether that be certain areas of marketing, sales, product, operations. Right now, I'm digging deep, this quarter into marketing, or I'm digging deep into operations, or I'm digging deep into product. I think that's what gets easier is like you're not necessarily doing all of those things all at once. You can spread it out because you have a larger team who are working on those things, and then you can stay a little bit more focused on just strategy and the managerial aspects, and then only digging in the areas that are the priority right now.